Okay, we are live. I got some stuff to do. Quite some stuff to do. Okay, so we have the agent here. This is just a transcript, right? Yeah, this is just an obnoxious transcript. Play. Okay. I mean, you can see that most of this stuff is just garbage, right? Yeah, this is somewhat better, but still stupid. And then this comes from what? Train info. Init tensors, collect data. I mean, the key thing here, right, is I think this is just, did they write all of this specific, or is this just, no, this isn't just RL games, so this is, okay. Disk loss. I think some of these aren't used, right? Disk pause. This is used. Okay, so I roughly understand what's in here now. Let me look. Migrate to Puffer. So this is just a wrapper. AMP dataset. Prescription? No idea. Oops, my camera's frozen. I think it's like a 3 or a 4. -3 or -4, something like that. Okay, so they have this weird thing for RNN states. See, the weird thing about this is, I can't tell if this actually does anything, because this doesn't, well, it's subclasses data set. Does this thing actually have, maybe this thing actually does hold the data? We can't tell if it's just a fancy sampler or not. Battle 1. What the hell? Okay, this is some weird RL Games thing. And which one did we... Humanoid PHC? Wait, humanoid PHC. Okay, so this is... At least this is the... Mostly some of the code that I did, but then there's, like, it's doubled in length. Let me see if I can at least figure out what portions have gotten larger here. Christ almighty. Most of this is the same. Okay, this is still mostly the same. This changed a bit, but it's about the same. There's some extra collision data here, and a more complex PD scale. Okay, so now here we get to new stuff. So there's this load motion. Stuff like this is really silly. Okay, so it's a bunch of stuff on rewards and rewards for motion and AMP. Here's the demo code. And sort of as expected, it mostly kind of just doesn't do anything. It's just really bloated looking. I'm trying to think, like, I need like a way to push this stuff forward in the first place. And this ultimately does just give you rewards and such. I mean, I think that the goal here I don't know why I have these on either. So aside from the norms here, right? How much is there I don't think there's a lot in here that's not just PPO. Just written really stupidly. This is PPO. This is stats. And the only thing that's a little different, I think, are they missing JE? I didn't see JE anywhere, but who knows? So critic, entropy, action, and then there's this bound loss, which is okay, so they added 2 extra weird losses. This one, and then this one, which is more complex. Okay. This still uses a ton of shit is the problem. This uses so much shit. So they've commingled a bunch of stuff here. What's wrong with these people? I genuinely don't know. we can take this piece. What is the torch file? Fine, I'll just grab any of them. Be a simpler one. It's just demoralizing when there's this much shitty code to deal with. It's just like, how do you even manage to do this, man? What are you doing? Stop it. And why is this initting with params? What's wrong with you? I don't know what's wrong with these people trying to make everything freaking configurable as well. Yeah, we'll just do this. Fix sigma. What is this? What the hell is this thing used for? What? Like what? PHC uses a fixed sigma. We're gonna have to chat with Jung later because this shit makes no freaking sense. Ugh. Programming and building stuff is a ton of fun when you're working with good code. Programming around bad code is a special form of torture. So neither of these are the way I would expect it to be, which is lovely. Base config. So I think we should just get that config up somewhere so we can figure this out. Crazy to not even be able to find the config in this stupid thing. A constant of negative 2.9, really? They actually have reasonable MLP in some of these. And they fix the sigma on like everything. Yeah, it's just 2.9. I don't know why we need to have both of these things around if we're not going to use it ever. And then this is AMP input shape. That's funny. We do encode observations. Doesn't seem like this disk thing is used except in the loss. So I can do encode observations. And I can just do which is going to be okay. Wait, why are you doing this on? Oh, because decode, this is decode. Okay, I see. So this is turn none. Decode actions. And we do log standard deviation. Okay, so we do that. Now this is no longer needed, right? And then this is disk. Disk MLP and disk logits. And I don't know what the heck they would possibly be using this for. Get disk. They have weird logic regularization, of course they do. And we'll leave the rest of it alone. So that's like an initial first pass at this thing. I think you need to end the signature. And then we need to get the environment into here. The environment is freaking nuts though. You kind of need PufferLib, right? Okay, so what we'll do is we can actually just do stuff. PHC root. Body model dir. I don't want these. Okay, so we're going to do this. This goes up here. All right, I'm starting to wake up a bit. This is feeling approachable. This thing doesn't have a buffer. So actually, I think what we do is, yeah, I know. So there's little epigrapher that Chung made, I think, right? Let me find it. Yeah, so this is what we want here, right? Oops, silly me. You missed end creator, maybe? Make name args morph. Okay, so something like this. There's going to be a lot of debugging involved, but this is getting to be clearer. So now we've got environment, PhD, the motion lib network, env. C. Morph. Okay, so this is it. we will get to this end renderer. Okay, this doesn't use anything else. Cool. And we got our policy. What else am I missing? We got the .ini here. This is just PufferLib. Yeah, so this is not loaded in yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is literally just PufferLib. Policy we already got, right? Oh wait, what? Did I miss this? Interesting. We definitely want the ini. Back. Okay. Good, we're still on this. Okay, so this is a small custom parser. I think I just start like debugging this thing madly until it works. I mean, until it runs at least. So yep, there we go. We do have end creator. PufferLib.torch. I thought I had a utils. Was it in cleanRL? Where's frickin' layer in it? I use this thing everywhere, don't I? PufferLib PyTorch. I forgot I did that to avoid name conflicts. Okay, now we're getting quarks. Perfect. File. Has self-collision. Ah, damn it, it wants this config file. Let me see what Kyung did. Oh, this isn't bad. I think it's just this, right? And he passes. Why don't we just look at it? Okay, so I see what it is. This is fine. I'm a little tired today, so my brain sometimes just skips some seconds. I don't know. Hey, welcome. We're getting some hard stuff done today. That's how it's going. I think this will just be fine. And robot. Okay, so this is super easy. This is just gonna be... Also, can we not standardize on double quotes if we're gonna standardize on something? Please. You're killing me here. Single quotes, please. They just look nicer. Oh, Kyung's up. Rise and shine, time for code. Let me join. Sure. Does XChat have heavy filters? I think some of these have like link filters or something that are built in. And yeah, it will sometimes eat messages. It's kind of weird. I do not have any extra filtering enabled on my end anywhere that I'm aware of. And I've looked a couple times at least. Yeah, but the thing today is integrating some robotic sim type work with Puffer and dealing with the outcome of that. Hey Kyung, you've been busy, I take it? I read through a bunch of the stuff and I think we'll be all right with this. If we can get clean PufferLib, yeah, that's the goal. So, but the thing is at the moment, right, you've got all this code like as a standalone with PufferLib vendored in. So what I want to do is I want to get this thing into PufferLib itself, not like just like pulled out the clean PufferL script. So I'm getting the env bindings and such into Puffer now, and then clean PufferL, like the main level script, it'll just be a fork. Right? I'm not a fork, it'll just be a branch that has the extra clean PufferL changes. And then we'll figure out, you know, if they're like specific licensing on specific utils, we'll figure that out. But yeah, otherwise, if we don't do that, then it's pretty difficult to keep different repos synced up. I mean, plus, you know, you get access to new Puffer tools if you just merge stuff in. Like, I'm going to want this to be able to use our ablations, like our hyperparam sweep stuff, when that's done in a week or two. Motion data. Right. Data files. Yeah, but we don't have to, we're not going to merge like the AMP discriminator and stuff into the main puffer. That can stay on a branch. But what we can do is we can get the env code merged up, right? So everything is there, and then just the portion that will be the fork for this project is just going to be some changes to clean PufferL, right? So that's like the goal is to have a minimal diff, right? A minimal diff from the main repo. So it's pretty easy to keep stuff synced. I mean, all that requires is like moving the code in, making sure like it runs, and then making sure stuff doesn't auto import, right? Whenever you load in PufferLib, that like breaks if you don't have the right dependencies. It's not that hard. You can see I've got your code like sort of one, just like all the files in here. And I've been working on, I got an initial network. Oops, not this one. Clean in the env, yeah, that's fine. So anything that you want to clean up in the env, assuming you mean humanoid PHC, I just pasted that file, so that's fine. So I'll work on integration stuff, and anything that you do should be pretty easy, because it's just fixing a bunch of imports and then fixing signatures. But yeah, we absolutely want to get the data that we care about loaded in. The goal, I think a good goal for today or tomorrow would be to have the whole thing running in Puffer such that we can see the output generated. And look at that. Did you end up finding the 3D Puffer? No, I gotta find that guy for you. I think I might have to message Upwork. I have it on the other computer for sure, but I might have to message Upwork if I want to get it earlier than that. I will do that though, because we now have multiple 3D environment projects. Oh, also, Spencer, you were interested in the GPU drive stuff. That is, that looks like that's going to proceed. So there will be a cool project there with included authorship if you're interested in joining that. I will be helping them with a couple things over the next few days as they finish up the paper, and then it'll be that. Time for that. The stuff I'm doing right now will be done in a week and a day, I think. No, actually less than a week, 6 days. Shit, I gotta get cranking here. And then after that, I should have a bit more time for this stuff. Oh, let me message you one thing, Kyung. Send you a quick thing. Onboarding, and I can start reading material. Ready by end of weekend. Awesome. Yeah, I'll have time to onboard you pretty much whenever this is stable, like anytime we're both on. Yeah. I mean, there's not like a ton to onboard you onto as much as just like, some thoughts on how I approach things. You're going to know most of this stuff from this stream. anyways. It's just going to be like some things I'm thinking about in this space, some like stuff that I'm looking at here. I'll onboard you for that project specifically as well. That one I think it'll take them a little bit, but we can probably start prototyping already. Yeah, we can probably start prototyping already. The only thing that's a little tricky is I'd really like to do it the way that I did TCG and robocode and stuff, where I at least have some time to go put in the basic infrastructure first. So I give you some guide rails on things, rather than having to make you figure out the data structures. I think that will result in less pain down the line. So hey, your code's getting pretty darn good, so there will be little left to teach you very soon. At least on that side. Honestly, kudos there. I would be way, way, way too stubborn to take input and incorporate it that quickly. Well, it took me 10 years to freaking learn what I'd do. Right, I need to get data. I can symlink it, right? Nah, let's copy it. Curriculum on tower in training arc. Well, the thing is, messing with curriculum stuff on tower climb is also not necessarily the best idea, because you have new somewhat fancy environment and new somewhat unproven methods. Not a good combination, right? You don't have a method that you know should just work. All right. True. Yeah. Fuck around and find out. New M's. Yeah, I mean, we actually have curriculum stuff on the books now that is now officially part of Puffer's work, and we've got somebody on that now as well who just started. So this stuff is all ramping up. Yeah, this stuff is all definitely ramping up. I just gotta get through this thing. I have a couple other potential meetings. Really, we just gotta get a couple more of these contracts on the books and rolling smoothly. And that should help us push a lot of the research because we'll be able to start funding other stuff around this space. There's also the whole cluster shenanigans that I have to deal with soon. Can't figure out what the path is here. Okay, resources more. SMPL. Where is this thingy? There it is. Yep, see ya. I'll be working. I'm working kind of slow today. Pretty tired. But I am working. Yeah. Yeah, I'm realizing as much as stuff I've been doing local lately, I actually need to get more hours out of myself to make everything run smoothly. So, I don't know. I figure some stuff out. I really wish I could figure out how to maintain like 90-hour weeks without freaking just like getting super tired and dropping productivity. But it's pretty tough to do that, as it turns out. What's happened here? I thought I gave you the data. Hello? Oh, this is the wrong file. PufferLib. So where does this thing get called? Environment.py. I see. PufferLib. Environments.morph. Humanoid PHC. Import this. Number of bodies in asset file. E. Resources. I see, failed to load. Okay, so that asset file is there. Resources morph SMPL humanoid. Failed to load, huh? Self dot. Oh, hang on. What's this? If I replace this with dot. There we go. Now we're back at this. Probably same thing. I also should keep Puffer up on the left side so that I know if I have any support requests. Luckily, our users are taking care of stuff. Very nice. We solved our own. Very nice. Empty. So presumably, this is screwy. Sample data. Well, yeah, I'm just missing the frickin' file. Duh. Wait, how did it get there? Let me, that's a little bit, that's a little suspicious. Okay, so this is in humanoid. Load motion self.motion file. Okay, that's not necessarily bad. So this is just going to be resources, more. Copy. Still no. Okay. Oops. Morph. That it? Resources. SMP. Okay. This is in MotionLib 650. Resources morph. SMPL neutral pickle. Indeed, it is not there. Nope. Jeez. Okay, so where is this bloody thing? Maybe I gotta go look at the original. Body model builder. Okay. PHC data SMPL. How did I miss that? Because it doesn't frickin' exist. Lovely. Where's the stupid data? Okay, idea. I bet I know where I can find the data. But hold on. Okay. Sign in. Oh, because then I have to move this as well. Okay. I gotcha. There we go. Jesus. How big are these stupid files? Why are they that large? This is silly. Yay, it works. Very nice. Fact equal native. Okay, so this is messed up. This should be 1n workers 1 and then internally num m's. We'll do 32 for testing like this. Yeah. Input dim, action dim. Do this so they're more recognizable. Section env already exists. Oh, this auto-completed garbage. Inspected keyword. Did I do it wrong? AMP input dim. Yes. Hey, how's it going? It's going. We are currently attempting to get this trainer running on this ported version of some Isaac Gym code. So this is high dimensional continuous control. Okay, forward function, gotcha. I think I should just be able to copy this. Yep. That's all we need. Ooh. And yeah, perfect. This is where we get the input shapes. So this is 934. Recently watched your full reinforcement learning iceberg video. It was great. Thank you. Yeah, I put a lot of work into that one. It didn't take off nearly as much as my thesis did, but hopefully it's a good reference. I also have recently put out a quick start guide, which has my thoughts on important areas to look at and the like. That's on puffer.ai, as well as on my X. Policy has no attribute decode actions. Really? It should. Just a typo. We've made a good bit of progress since that iceberg video. For sure. And this is just API shenanigans. Let's see about this. Okay. So I think I have to check the original for this. They do something very weird here. Okay, action mean, action. Decoder. Yeah, so they take exp of this, right? Action standard deviation. They take exp. Normal object, not iterable. Again, probably just API shenanigans. Let's see how I do it in the default net. So decode actions, props, batch. This probably is continuous. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Is continuous. Is continuous. True. Now it should get picked up, maybe? Okay, this one's expected. $5.10. Action dim is 69. Well, we'll see if it's doing anything. We'll give it a minute. Grab restream in the meantime. Oh, we got some folks on YouTube. Well, welcome. Yay, it runs. Okay, we actually have it running. 91% the end. Of course, we have a very small end batch size, so that's going to happen. It will be much faster once that is fixed. But yeah, this actually looks like it runs. Now, this is not a fun time here. Yeah, that's not a fun time here. But it does actually start. Okay, so then the next thing here is going to be figuring out hyperparameters, figuring out sizing and stuff, and then integrating the other portions of the train curve or the training process that we have currently missed. I'm going to take 2 minutes to grab a drink. I will be right back, and then we will continue. Okay, we're back. So we'll take these now. Does the filter pick up the chair? The chair squeaking? Hopefully not. A little bit of it sometimes. Alright. Here's a config. I don't think this is the one that we care about. Config train. Control. Okay, this looks more correct. AMP batch size. AMP mini batch size. What the hell? They also have a replay buffer on PPO, which presumably means that they have no idea how PPO works. So that's an interesting one. Weight decay, reward scale. I wonder if that's like 512 trajectories or something. Mini batch size of 4096 wouldn't be terrible. Let's try this. So this is going to be 4096. They do mini epochs of 6. That's a little sketchy. Horizon length 32. Lambda looks to be 0.95. I assume that's not tuned at all. And then they got a clip coefficient. That is horrid. What are you doing? 0.2. Clip V loss. Unless I see this in here, I'm going to leave this at 0.5. 2 as well. 5. Entropy. 0.0 is interesting. Learning rate. 2e minus 5. That's. Did I miss anything? Less advantage. They do have a learn rate schedule, but we don't care. Okay, this max grad norm, I'm going to increase it to 1.0 just for the heck of it, but this is just stupid. Like, this is stupid. I don't know why you would do this. Like, this tells me that you don't understand what the hell you're doing. And then they have all this weight decay and stuff. Okay. So we will start with this. Let's do 128 Ms. So we get a little bit of feedback. Probably do it up to 512 without loading taking forever. Morning. How's it going? Mhm. All right, what's up with the KL here? Having some KL issues, it seems. It's KL. Oops. We'll just go right here. We'll see what's up. Let's do these. On my way. I always forget my damn supplements. If you put it on the last line, it breaks. My bad. I'd like to get some sort of stable training curves. And then we'll pipe over the infos to the main environment so we can actually get logs. We'll see if we get this running at a reasonable rate. We will go from there. It's nice to actually be getting this into PufferLib properly, though. Like, at least we have a portion of the code that we know doesn't suck. Okay, so on the first update, the KL should be 0. If the KL is not 0, you have gone insane. Maybe some of our other numbers are weird, though. PG loss is nothing. Entropy loss is gigantic, but we are not using entropy. P loss is 22, and that matches what we expect. So actually, I think this does match the original train curves. Now, PG losses, that's high for policy loss, especially after one update. Let's see, clip, rack, clip. 995, yeah, so that is crazy, crazy clipping. So let's figure this out. So we got new log prob, log probs. Why? Why is this data scaled this way? For comparison, if I were to just take Gotta do this. -3, yep, right? And then you've got some small changes. This is a continuous problem. This is a continuous problem. Let's see the predictions coming out of the model. Oops. Ew. Because these are very, like, reasonable. Yeah, so these are very reasonable numbers here. So how does this get turned into something else? Simple logits. And actually, we want to go right here. Okay, so probs logits.log actions view batch. Okay, so this is what you get. And then, yeah, if you sum that, you're going to get a big number. So it's actually reasonable. It's just that there's a giant dimensional action space. Let me see if I actually handled this the way that that CleanRL does. Though I don't know if I don't know how much work cost is done in that space. So that one might not be perfect either. But it seems like I think this matches the original pretty well. PPO, continuous action. Yeah, dot sum. That's interesting. So yeah, I mean, that's going to produce it's kind of weird that you sum that, isn't it? It's kind of weird. Because, yeah, what's going to happen with this, right? You're going to produce big log probs. And then you're going to take exp. How does this make any sense? I mean, I think this is a PPO problem more than anything, like, or a sample problem. But that doesn't make sense to me. Why would you sum logits like that, then take a difference and then exp? If you take a difference of means, you'd actually get something reasonable here. Well, technically, hold on. Why is the difference so big? Okay, so this is going to be nothing for the first iteration, right? And now it's gigantic. Because you have new log prob, you have log probs. Why are they so different? Hey, what are you changing? Oh, at the moment I'm just testing Isaac Gym stuff, man. This at the moment, there does seem to be a very weird quirk though with this would only affect high dimensional continuous control, not low dimensional. But because you're summing, and it would also affect, I think, the same thing for high dimensional multi-discrete. But it looks like you're summing the log probs, which leads you to these crazy KL differences. Though I can't tell, it does seem like the actual actions are changing dramatically as well. It's very weird. Hang on, log probs. Okay, so you have the original from here, so from before the update. So is this just applying a massive update? Is that what's happening? Yeah, no, I think this is some screwy thing with their settings. Let me see. Two e minus 5 is very reasonable for a learning rate, though. I don't see anything in here that I'm like, I look at and say, no, wrong. There's nothing obvious. They had some norms, I think, in there that, yeah, so advantage normalization is on. Let me look at their original normalization to see what things they were. Let's see what things they were normalizing. Impulse war is up to 5.5 kgs. And you think I won't be able to cut substantial lines of code off of this, yes? What do you think the odds are that if you had your own box2D file, I bet you if you had your own box2D file that worked the way that you want, you'd be able to make the code plus that box2D file less than the length of the code that you have now, not including box2D. No, it's mostly how you want it, really. Shouldn't be a particularly heavy physics end. Fix bugs, I see. I mean, I will have to look through that. That I will have to allocate quite a bit of time to. 5.5 is, I mean, that's like, you're getting up to twice the length of neural MMO3. My policy code. 4% mbutyl and what steps per second? Well, that's not necessarily bad. It depends what your training rate. Yeah, 250K is a little slow. I mean, 250K absolutely mogs like more than 95% of academic and industry RL researchers, but by puffer standards, it's a little slow. They norm the obs. Interesting. It's not. I mean, I'll probably be able to find some stuff, but sure. I owe too many people code, like, looks at their code at the moment. But I have to finish this contract. Yeah, so that just means that you are bound by, well, that's weird, because that doesn't match the 4% that you said. I think what to look for here. Probably norm. They normalize anything else? What's your eval forward past batch size? Your eval forward past batch size is 131K. You have 131,000 agents. Okay, 1024 might be a little low. Sometimes you get some speed from 4096, depends on your policy size, but probably 1024 should be decently fast. Double check that. Usually eval being slow is a bad batch size. Well, yeah. I mean, just see if that's the reason. You know, in practice, I throw that into a sweep sometimes. And then the sweep can figure out whether it's worth paying the horizon price. Okay, so they're just clipping their... Yeah, they're just clipping value and policy. Wait, what's this scalar? The scalar is because of AMP, right? Let me see what this is, what I can do about this. Oh, hey, Kian. So I've got this thing running without the disk loss or anything yet. But I'm trying to figure out why the KL... Because, like, they have some stuff in there that obviously makes no sense with the gradient magnitudes, right? I'm trying to figure out what's up with their KL. Their stats just changed too much from epoch to epoch, it seems. I mean, it's very odd. I mean, so initially, right? Damn it, I did the thing again. You have to put stupid. There's this annoying breakpoint bug. Python. I guess we could clip the value loss. Maybe, do we not have that enabled? Oh, this is enabled. But doesn't seem to be getting clipped very much. Oh, it is. Okay. So first update, we've got very small policy loss. We've got entropy loss, but config ent coef is 0. So we don't care about that. And I set VF coef to like 0.5. So and they're separate networks as well. So if I continue here, PG loss has exploded, right? And clip rack is now almost 1. Because log, oops. So this is our log probs. And then this is, we've got new log probs. So I don't know what happened here. We can do a simple model. Would it be the obs norm? I don't have any norms at all on this at the moment. I didn't think the obs. Oh, you know, maybe the obs are the issue. They're kind of big. Do you know what are the ones that can get that big? Like, why would the obs be in the 50s? Because this like moving average norm is kind of stupid. Don't know yet. I mean, I can just do. Well, dividing by 100 shouldn't be. Let's see about this. Now, obviously, you have to do it in the other forward pass, so I probably screwed this up. Yeah, no, that doesn't help. I should probably do it in the in both of these because you can't scale just here. Here, I'll leave that for now. Gem fetch results. How is this getting observation data anyways? I don't see, Kyung, I don't see observations in step here. Look at the binding. But this doesn't get past observations, right? So, oh, my bad. Okay. Simulate and fetch results as their compute observations. And I would love to find the observation function in here somewhere. Here it is. Alright, so none of this data is freaking normalized at all. Trying to get a sense of like what the heck they've done with this because they did all this work to load in the obs and they still suck. So they didn't even get that right. Not supported in Torch script. Get out of here. Okay, so there are 5 things in obs list. Yeah. Okay, so it starts with root h obs. So obs list dot max obs list. This is fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Aha. 1, 2, 3, 4. So local body angular velocity. Velocity not particularly well normalized either. So it seems that they just straight up forgot to normalize these two things. I'm going to just do over 5 and over 50 real quick just to see if that changes anything in the training. I might go grab some lunch real quick. Hang on. How is this broken? I don't understand how this is broken. We'll fix this and then I'll break for lunch, so at least we can run it without it crashing. Even if the losses are insane. SPS is 0. Well, how can SPS be 0? Hang on, that does not actually make, that shouldn't be possible. That might be, there's something weird there. Zero SPS. The uptime is the same, really? This got called twice somehow? this inside. Hang on. Something screwy. Oh, this is too late. How does this happen? I'm confused how this has happened here, specifically with this environment. Yeah, so somehow, oh, this got to be a tensor. Okay, that's stupid. Ah, That's really annoying. Okay. Mask was getting stored as a freaking tensor, so it was updating the reference. This should at least run. KL is nuts. Alright, well there will be more work to do here, but just normalizing the obs does not apparently fix it. Let me undo that before I forget to undo it. But yeah, for Kyung, this thing is about off by 550. Doesn't seem to be the main issue. This length is really weird as well. So we definitely have some stuff screwy here. This is going up. I don't know if it's substantial at all, but anyways, I'm gonna go get some lunch. I'll be back in a bit. Thanks for tuning in, folks. And if you want to follow any of my stuff, where we're usually working on things on a much faster pace than this, with all this messy code, Puffer.ai, all of our environments, start the GitHub, really helps us. Discord if you want to get involved, and then you can follow me on X as well for more RL content. Thank you, and see you soon.